Marisha here, and I recently went back to the States to visit. And while I was there, a few things happened that signaled to me that London is my new home. England is my new normal. The first thing was almost immediately when I got there. I got off the plane in Boston and I went to seek out a bathroom. And when I walked in, I was stunned to see that the doors to the stalls did not go all the way down to the floor. And I realized, oh, right, that's how toilets are over here with the huge gaps. The second thing was also still in the airport. Um, Whenever you enter the US, if you have a connecting flight, which I did, your first port of call, you have to collect your baggage and recheck it, which meant that I also had to go through security again. It's super annoying. But as I was lining up for security, I noticed that there were little American flags about like this big, the flag part, um, sticking up at intervals from the like pylons or pillars that were creating the ropes for the queue to go through security. And I just thought, this is ridiculous. Why are there American flags all over the place in this queue for security at the airport? It's so unnecessary and over the top. And I think, if when I lived in the US, I was aware that we fly the flag a lot more than other countries. I had been online enough, I traveled to other countries enough to know that we overdo it. Um, but I think I had gotten inured to it while I was there. So coming back after not being exposed to that for a long time, it did sort of jump out at me as this strange thing that we do. The next thing that happened, after I made it home and had been home for a couple of days, and I had a lot of business that I wanted to conduct. There were things that I wanted to purchase that I can't get in England and wanted to bring back home, other errands that I had to conduct, banking, etc. And so on a day when I was going to try to get all of this stuff done, I'm someone who talks to myself out loud, especially when I'm running through what do I need to get through for the day. And so I started saying out loud to myself, this is what I need to do, this is where I need to go. And I said, and I need to go to Poundland. And it took me a minute to realize, no, Dollar Tree. But Poundland had just become my default, bargain shopping place when you just need like some school supplies or whatever. And it doesn't matter if they're like top quality. And then the fourth thing, similar with a shopping experience, I was at a store and I bought myself a skirt that was on sale for $10. And I went to the self checkout and I rang it up and it rang up 10.60. And I just thought, wait, what's wrong? This is just supposed to be $10. And it honestly took me a beat to remember, oh, right, we don't include tax in the price tag. Tax is added on at the end when you check out. So those things indicated to me that I've been living in London long enough that the way that we do things here is my new normal. And so going back to the States and encountering those things now stood out to me. And it took me a second to remember, oh, right, that's how things are done here. So London, it's my new home. And it has been for a long time now. I'm coming up on 3 years in September, but I think this is the first time that I've gone home and I've noticed so many things kind of jarring me because I've gotten used to how things are here in England. And I know that obviously, as an American, I'm going to keep running into things over here that are surprising or seem strange to me because I'm not used to it. But for the day to day, it seems like it really is kind of, I've gotten used to it. It's my home now. I love London. Obviously, I wouldn't be making all these videos of the great things to see and do here if I didn't. But it just, the trip home helped kind of solidify that for me. Like, subscribe, tell your friends how gnarly this channel is, and I'll see you next time.